I'm sassy.
Hey everybody, welcome to Why Did Ask For Chapter 17. We are almost old enough to buy porn.
Yay!
Quite the hefty cast today, as usual. My name is Dan. With me is Pat.
Hello, everyone.
Amber.
Hi.
Josh.
I'm always here.
And we, for some reason, decided to invite this fucker back. It's Tip.
Because everybody likes me.
It's true.
He's
I
a
like
fan
it.
favorite.
Yeah.
I'm sassy.
Yeah.
That's all you
You're
need to
sassy, all right. Yeah.
Well,
So-
it
I
is
think this is going
different.
to be a problem considering what you told me before we started.
No, it won't be. What was
Are you
the
sure?
problem? What did I tell you?
What happened before we started?
That you're on number 6?
I'm
Oh.
actually, no, I'm on my 6th shot glass. Complimentary shot glass. I'm
Oh.
on number 8 tonight.
Because that's any better.
Arguably, that's worse.
But
So,
I'm-
for those who don't know what that's in reference to, could you care to enlighten us, Tip?
okay, so a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago, the nice people at Why Did Ask For had a live stream to raise money for St. Jude's
Kids. Kids.
Yeah,
Mhm.
to buy kids. They wanted to buy kids.
We wanted all of them.
Sounds right.
So the guy that just spoke, his name is Josh.
Oh my god.
Apparently, he had 10 shots, and I said
I
that
did.
was weak. So I'm on number 8. I had no idea he was going to be on tonight, so I took it a little easy because I thought I'm doing a podcast. Normally, it's 9:05 Central Standard Time. I'd be asleep already.
That's not at all what I was asking you to clarify, by the way. But okay.
Jameson, I guess starting December. you
There
get
we
a
go.
free shot glass with each bottle. I didn't find out till December 2nd. No, that's a lie. No, that's
So,
right.
today is December 8th, and he already has 6 shot glasses.
Yeah, and I didn't start till whatever Friday was.
I'm very confused about that.
What?
Are you then pouring your drink into 6 separate shot glasses?
No, I just throw out the shot glass with the empty bottle, so I have to get another one.
Oh, well, that's wasteful.
Why would you do that?
You should get all 31.
Like,
One
as
day.
somebody who collects shot glasses, that doesn't sit right with me.
Make
Okay,
a pyramid.
so what I'm going to do tomorrow is I'll buy 6 bottles, and I'll keep one glass, and I'll mail out one glass to each of you.
Okay.
Nice.
See, the thing is, Tip, is that if you promise them you're going to send them something, they're going to expect it and keep bothering you about it until you actually do it. So,
I'm waiting for
Well,
that croc
Hold on
bot.
now. Hold on.
I
To
know.
be
What-
fair, we're gonna bug Pat to bug you
it's
because we
true.
don't have your direct contact information.
Not yet.
Well, here is what I'm going to do.
That was very.
You say that
creepy
like you're
flex.
working on something. We haven't located him yet, but we're working on it.
Here's what I'm going to do. After the cast, I'll stay on and I'll give all you guys all my contact information because I'm
Okay.
sure there's going to be some complaints that I'm going to have to get ahead of. And that's what I do.
Should we just give out your phone number here on the podcast?
I
No.
think so.
What?
Like, if you
No.
want to complain about
752
anything that Tip said,
0075. There you go.
No. If you guys can figure out what my area code is,
No.
We already know. Pat has told us where you live.
that's not my area code because the magic of cell phones. But
That. God, dog it.
I'm gonna
Let's-
edit that out.
Yes.
no, don't edit it out. I expect weird phone numbers and
Oh,
mean, our-
no.
No, that'd be great. That's
a quick,
wonderful. And the
a
thing
quick
is that
Google search will tell you that there's three possible area codes
now I've got to figure this out.
Do you
for
want
where you are.
Hang on, wait a second. I'm getting my phone out now.
no,
I don't. No, I'm not going to say it
Read
because
the
then there's a whole
You're
big
not
chunk
gonna be
right at the
able
beginning
to-
that I have to edit out.
You're not going to be able to, without the area code, though, you're not going to be able to know which number it is, though.
Well, I'm going to tell you that all of these are wrong. I don't know where
Oh, hold on.
502 is. I don't know where 905 is. Wait, 905 I think is Canada.
905, yeah, GTA
Yeah.
or the Greater Toronto area.
Yep, because I used to have to call a company that was up there. I don't know 501. I don't know 475. There's way more.
El Paso only has one area code.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're not
Hmm.
we're not that large of a city.
Is it like just 8?
We're very-
That's it.
Yeah, it's us.
Pat's phone number is 7.
7.
Well,
yeah.
I think that the way that the area code system was set up was that way back when we were first assigning them, the way that it went was the cities that were the most populated and biggest got the higher numbers, right? And then the ones that
Yeah.
were smaller got the smaller numbers.
I'm sure that's a lie.
Damn.
Who got 999?
I don't know. I don't have a fucking clue.
But you know how old this thing is? It still says I'm on singular.
Oh God.
Whatever that means.
You know, speaking of telephones and all this stuff, recently we've been trying out different messenger apps with the Jackass Express,
Yeah.
and it has been like the most frustrating thing to try to find a messenger app that we all can use and all can understand and all like. And we have this one.
Most of the problem is
Don't do
everyone
it.
in the Jackass Express is a little bitch. So like, I like I don't even know the name of the one I like.
Great.
WhatsApp.
Good job.
I like WhatsApp, and Pat likes
WhatsApp is a piece of garbage. Let me just say that right here.
Pat likes Messaging Plus.
That's
but
also a piece of garbage.
I don't like Messaging Plus. I like WeChat.
You just ruined the fucking story.
Oh, you said Messaging
Thanks a
Plus.
lot, Pat. Thanks a lot.
I was gonna talk about how we all kind of came together and thought, hey, for the sake of the cast, WeChat.
You can always just say you meant on Grindr. That'd be more interesting. We get more views if you just say it.
Never would have happened. We all would have swiped left. But basically,
okay.
what had happened is that we have this one friend who has a BlackBerry, and he will not let go of his BlackBerry. He's had it for over
Wow.
God since we've been. Like,
What, did he get that in 2002?
He has
Yeah,
a
seriously.
new BlackBerry now
Well, he does, but I mean,
because he
that
moved
he wants
back from Japan.
They're still making BlackBerry?
Well,
They
it's
are.
like they have one
It's
that
a
kind of
Canadian
has the same
company, Dan.
interface.
I know.
Yeah.
I thought it went under.
No,
And we
As did
fought
I.
so hard to get him to try to do this new messaging app, but he wants to do this BlackBerry mobile. And it's kind of cool because you can send files to each other through Dropbox. But outside of
BlackBerry
that,
Messenger, Pat.
yeah, and it's cool,
Or as
but
Brandon calls it, Big Black Men.
oh my God. But the point is, WeChat works so much better. It actually has these cool little emoticons on there with the dancing frog. And it's so much more convenient. And you can actually send each other files like directly, like AIM used to, where you could send each other like Word documents and stuff. And it's like, it's so much easier. But we've had this one friend who just will not convert over to WeChat. I feel like a very angry Mormon. It's like, we must convert him.
can BlackBerry Messenger swipe right on hot dudes? Is that a feature?
BlackBerry
Chew
doesn't have
up.
touchscreens yet, do they?
Chew it, no.
Wait, now we're debating the Blackberries, huh?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
No,
They're
we're
old
not.
phones. They need to be.
Blueberries are a lot better.
This
Right?
is dumb.
I'm partial to raspberries.
I like what you
I know,
did there.
Blackberries are okay if you get them fresh.
Yes.
And by that, I mean off the bush.
This
But
is
I prefer
dumb.
raspberries.
This is
You
so
prefer
dumb.
Raspberries are good.
We were talking about area codes, Fuzz, please.
And you can swipe right on them. It's perfect.
Man,
You
I
can't-
miss Jesse.
Jesse wouldn't put up with this.
You,
I don't
you
think.
gotta live and forget. Live and forget, Amber.
Blackberries are high in vitamin C and low in vitamin B6.
Oh no.
Can I just say on the topic of berries, fuck Akai, acai, however the fuck you say that one,
Acai.
ACAI. Fuck those
Why?
berries.
Yeah,
Why?
those will
Just
mess you up.
because. Somebody found them and tried one and was like, hey, this is really good, and then Health Nuts just went fucking stupid with it. Fuck
And I
those.
love my nuts.
That's what
Speaking-
happened a little
speaking
while ago.
of
with
health
So do I.
foods, this one's gonna blow everyone's mind. But I've
Oh,
been
boy.
drinking hemp milk.
Ooh.
That isn't surprising to me.
Well, what's
Hmm.
surprising is it doesn't do the same thing as
Regular milk?
regular milk, marijuana, anything that hemp is associated with.
It's the best. Is it the best of both worlds? You get your calcium in your high.
No, it is.
That'd be
actually-
incredible.
If that was the case, I'd never stop drinking it. But it's actually really high in omega-3 fatty acids.
Does it come in a
Where
bag?
do you even?
Thank
where
you,
do
Drew.
you go to buy hemp milk?
Walmart.
Really?
Yeah.
You go and you milk a hemp cow, and you give a cow a lot of drugs, and then when he's ripe, you start milking him.
When he's ripe?
Yeah, when he's ripe, because he's not going to be ready
Do
right
cows
away.
Right, and
ripen?
just
Yes, and then if you act quick enough, then you can have hemp steaks, which are delicious. I
Guys,
hear.
Pat is the biggest narc.
What
Yes.
did I do?
Like
Pacific
honestly,
Natural
like,
Foods, hemp milk. Interesting.
wait until
you
it's
can
ripe.
only get the hemp milk though on 420. That's the only time.
We need to talk about that price in the corner, though. $49.
That's for a
help?
case. That's a
Okay.
case. It's not
you
per
know-
ounce. It's per case.
Just in case you want
How
your
much
hemp
is the
milk in
cake?
A
bulk.
pack of 12.
Ooh, it's
$49
vanilla.
for 12. The
But they look
chocolate
like
a
juice
lot.
boxes.
They do.
That means that you're spending $4 on one box, apparently, of milk.
One 12-ounce box of milk, and I have that disposable income because
It says
I murder
32.
the planet.
First,
It
he was
says
murdering chicken. now he's
32
murdering
fluid
people.
ounces.
32 fluid ounces for
Money,
a pack
money,
of
money,
12.
money.
Yeah, you said 12 ounces.
I wish I had $50 to fucking spend on weed milk.
Oh, by the way,
Weed.
just so you guys know, apparently it's not available in Canada.
I was gonna buy some tomorrow.
It
Just
give me
says,
some.
it says when I click it, it comes up and says, we're unable to show you buying options for this item. Please try again later.
We'll
That
get
would
you
be like
some
the
at
best bowl of
RTX, Sean.
cereal ever, I think.
That's like America giving Canada the middle finger. Again.
Go on.
No, I'm scared. I don't want to know what he's going to say.
I mean, look, we're already legalizing the marijuanas, so
That's true.
we're gonna get hemp milk soon. It's gonna
Sure,
be
if I buy you some hemp milk, will you eat it with cereal?
It's not good with cereal.
absolutely
Doesn't
I'll
matter.
do it
That's not the
anyway.
question.
Can we just acknowledge the fact that hopefully this is true, that we all understand that hemp products are not pot?
I understand that fact.
Okay.
It took me a while to understand that fact.
I know it's easy to make the joke like, oh, it's hemp product, must get you high. It's like, it's not the same.
No,
Well, I thought they
No.
made like underwear out of it.
They make
You can make all sorts
everything.
of shit. You
Yeah.
can make rope and
You can make underwear out of a lot of things.
yeah,
Not
true.
plastic
Banana
bags.
leaves,
Candy.
Bambi,
Yeah.
rat
by the
skulls.
foot.
No,
What?
fruit by the foot.
Bambi's mother? Is that what you said?
Bambi's
They can make it out of Bambi's mother?
You
What
can
about-
make milk out of fruit by the foot. It's called edible.
That
Can you make
Talking about
underwear
milk.
out of? Can you make underwear out of elephant skin?
Yeah, sure.
I don't think, Pat, that we should spend the remainder of this podcast naming nouns with which you can make underwear out of.
That's
I
true. If
disagree.
Jesse
Speaking of
ever took the
elephants-
time to listen to this, he'd snap.
Speaking of elephants, I read
He
an
never will,
interesting
though.
article.
it's fine.
No.
I read an interesting article at work because I have lots of time. Mondays I do fantasy football. Tuesdays basketball. Wednesdays is free for all article on MSN. And there was this interesting article about how elephants are no longer growing tusk to avoid poachers.
Like
I'm
they're
pretty
evolving?
sure they
Wow.
don't do it on purpose.
No, they said this was evolution. And we all know that evolution is bigger than God.
So you're saying that they're evolving so that they're no longer poachable?
Yes.
That's a better way to put it.
So
The
what we
words
need-
that came out of his mouth did not imply that, though. Elephants just aren't growing them anymore. Like they woke up one day and you're like, you know what? Fuck the tusks. I'm not doing it.
Why do we even bother? What do we use them for?
They,
Yeah.
they woke up and said, I'm tired of losing family members to hunters. So if I just get rid of what the hunters are after,
See, but yeah, but your argument, and this is going to probably be a Jackass Express discussion here, is if that were true, then wouldn't like males start being born like without foreskin because
No,
so many men are circumcised?
well, from what
Not
I
true at all.
understand,
Except for Dan the Dirty Heathen. Just kidding, Dan.
only God's chosen people. prefer
Oh, here we go.
circumcision.
It's
And if you want to get into a religious debate,
No.
it's not a religious debate. Like it's like more popular in the US than it is anywhere else in the world.
Yeah, outside of religion, sometimes people do it
I
because they think it's more
disagree.
sanitary.
I disagree.
Which is absolutely
believe-
false, but
I know, I'm just
it'll
saying why.
be, I believe circumcision is more popular in
Oh.
Israel than it is in the United States.
Yes, but
Wait, yes, I'm
the-
saying religion aside, it's way more popular in the U.S. than it is
Yes.
anywhere else in the world.
And then would
Whereas
people evolve to a point where
actually-
they no longer had it because of that fact?
What?
Because
If-
America is
no.
better than everywhere else.
That's
I
not
agree
how
with you,
evolution
Pat.
works.
Well, that's what I'm trying
No.
to argue to Tip, because he's arguing that elephants are being born without tusks, so they won't get poached. So I'm saying,
How did
No,
I
what
just want to know
happens is
how we
that
got from elephant tusks
they're-
to circumcision?
hey, we were on area codes not too long ago.
That's true. That's true.
They're born
I really should learn to not question it.
This is how podcasts work with tip involved. Speaking of which,
Glad
Pat,
we're
in
here.
order for Pat to entice me onto this podcast, he told me that Dan couldn't make it. So I was under the assumption it was going to be like Jackass Express 2.0.
You wait a second.
Are you trying to say I
were
fucked up your day?
enticed,
I was enticed.
Which means that you came excited for the fact that Dan was not going to be around.
Kind of, because I had this thought in my head that in the pantheon, of sub-successful podcasts,
It's true.
Thanks.
We're very.
Jackass Express are like the Titans, and
I wouldn't go that
why
far.
did ask for are the Greek gods? Everyone remembers the Greek gods. No one remembers the Titans, unless you're talking about the Nissan truck.
This is awful.
I'll settle for the like small little like prayer group that meets every 4 years because they think they should.
Did you know
I can
Jews
guarantee
in
you that it's
America?
not going to take Why Did Ask For as long as it took Jackass Express to get to 44 episodes.
No, it's not. Did you know there are more Jews in America than Israel?
Here we
I don't
go.
like where we're going with this.
Did you know Jesus was a Jew?
Yes, I did.
Hey,
But,
you know what? You know what's
but-
awesome? Speaking of Jewish people,
Do you
no,
know
no,
that
I'm just going back to Dan's point that there are more circumcised people in America than Israel.
I didn't say there was more circumcised people. I said it was more popular.
popular. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Either way, you are 100% accurate. And
I know.
I apologize to you
Thank you.
You ever think?
because
do you ever
I
think a young
doubted.
Jewish. I was gonna say, do you ever think a young Jewish
What?
boy
I-
looks at his peers
I've heard,
man,
like-
I want to be circumcised. I'm sorry.
No, because it happens before they're able to form thoughts. Kind of like when you chop a dog's nuts off.
Oh,
I mean, it's true.
That did not come out the way.
Can you make
I
that
intended
into
to.
underwear though?
there's too much castration happening
Foreskin?
in this podcast.
Yeah, because I mean, you were talking about waist earlier, and that'd be a waist. So why not make it into like a sock or something?
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh
if,
no,
He's gonna get his.
You know what?
circumcised
I'm not going to
skin.
go there.
It's proof.
he's gonna go get his
That's all.
dog. That's what I'm worried about.
I was
That's
going to
probably-
pose a disgusting question, but I won't.
In a dark place.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
I didn't want to take it there.
Speaking
I
of
don't like
which,
where we are.
speaking of which, Christmas is
Oh.
coming up. It's a joyous time of year. Several people celebrating their different wonderful things about life and being appreciative and giving of all these things. And we were discussing about how when we were little, there were toys that were so much better than there are now.
You were
What?
discussing that.
True.
Matt. You alone.
I
Just
did
you.
bring that up, but it was very frustrating to me. And let me explain why. I feel like toys have this de-evolved back into this kind of unfun, safe, like nonsensical thing.
How?
Okay, like for instance,
You can, Pat. You can have fun with your ball in a cup. I'm gonna enjoy my Fallout 4. I'm gonna
Here's-
play.
no.
Overwatch.
Video games aside, video games is its own paradigm. Don't
Like-
misunderstand.
Okay,
I'm
here's where I'm going
talking-
to disagree with you.
Okay, go on.
Because I've had to go now up and down the toy aisle for ages. Because for my game studies class, we're supposed to be putting together a day of play, essentially. So I've had to go up and down the toy aisle. Toys are better than they were when me and Shua were kids. By
That's
far.
true. That's true.
I fucking bought a semi-automatic Nerf gun today.
Nerf
I
guns are
couldn't
huge.
get that when I was a kid.
Fuzz,
do that.
you are my hero.
Oh god.
Go on.
I couldn't do that as a 6-year-old, but you can do that now. You have that option.
Did you
I
know?
thought toy guns were like outlawed in the U.S.
No.
not
No.
by
I thought they
It's
had to
just
like
not-
be fucking painted bright red and
Any gun is
yeah,
legal.
but that's why
in
they
the
have to
United
be bright
States.
red. They can't
Yeah.
look like a gun.
right.
Or like
Or is that just here?
That's just
Maybe it's
Canada.
here too, but it's also in the States where it can't look like an actual gun that's black.
It's true.
That's
There's
not
been cases.
Have you
Yeah,
guys
there's been
seen
cases.
airsoft guns?
Oh,
Airsoft
no.
guns look just like real guns.
They do.
In fact, I have a few.
Or even
Do you-
like, even not even into guns though. Like when I was a kid, obviously I had Barbies and stuff like that. I had like a Barbie horse or whatever. It was very stiff and it was pretty lame. Barbie horses walk now. They're fucking robots. I didn't have that as a kid. Toys are steadily getting better.
You didn't have that privilege.
I didn't have the
That they go
privilege
on.
of having a robot horse as a child.
You mean
okay?
you mean you never owned one?
No,
to
they
my
never
knowledge, they
existed.
didn't have them.
They didn't exist.
Animatronic toys? Absolutely, they did.
No,
Well, they didn't have
not-
like commercial. They weren't
I don't-
widespread.
Wait.
Sure.
Let's back up. How old are you?
I am 21.
You're 21. Okay,
I
I'm
am.
31. I'm a full 10 years older than you.
That's
And I
pretty
had a-
gross.
I had a Teddy Ruxpin. I'm just
that was
saying-
harsh.
I'm just saying she insulted me because I was about to point out I had an animatronic toy because I had a Teddy Ruxpin.
Yes.
You
No,
could
here's the thing,
tape
here's the
into
thing.
his belly and he would tell you a story.
I thought
Yes.
Just Buzz meant specifically Barbie robot horse.
That's a little bit different though, because I also had like a doll that would talk, but it wasn't on the same
Teddy
level.
Ruxpin wasn't a fucking doll.
No, he was not.
Okay.
Who
And did you
knows?
know you could get other characters and plug them in, and they would each read their own lines from the stories?
Really? I did not know that.
Fuck yeah! Like you could get Grubby and what was the old man's name?
I have no idea.
Anyway, yeah, I had Sesame Street once.
Oh.
I had Oscar, Big Bird, and Cookie Monster, and I think there was a couple more, but like you could like plug them into each other in like a daisy chain, and then put a story in, and they would all read their own lines from the story.
I really like how you just compared children's storytelling toys to landmines.
Landmines.
Daisy
Yeah.
chaining.
That's what daisy chaining is.
Yes, getting
It's
Claymore
linking one
landmines-
thing to another.
Yeah, linking Claymore landmines so they'd kill more Vietnam.
No, you can do it with batteries, for fuck's sakes.
But it
Daisy
started
chaining is a
with landmines.
process of connection.
Oh boy.
It does not specifically refer to explosives.
Google
The point
will
is-
answer this.
The point is, you
There's
can
a-
make underwear out of it. Okay.
There's a difference between your teddy bear being like programmed for its lips to move and then spout out something that
And eyes, excuse me.
And eyes. I'm sorry. Teddy Ruxpin was creepy. Let's just get
And,
that out
and
of the way.
his voice would
No.
inflect, but I'm pretty sure that was the cassette tape.
Yes.
And I just googled Daisy Chain, and apparently we're both wrong. It's a 2008 B movie. That's a horror film starring Jamie Carmichael, Linda James, and Graham Begg.
Whoever those people are.
I don't-
So
I-
those people probably listening to the podcast right now, am I right?
Hi, guys.
Maybe.
Actually, I was wrong. Those people were the producers. The star was Samantha Morton. I have no idea who that is.
I just clicked on Wikipedia and it asked me for a $15 donation.
It's doing that all the time.
It does
now.
that all the time.
You should go fuck yourself, Wikipedia.
But yeah, my point, toys are way better. I wish I was a kid now.
I don't. Have you seen what they did to Yale?
What they did to Yale. What?
Look up college kids. They're fucking retarded now.
You mean with those hoverboards, or what they call a hoverboard?
Yeah, that's not even a hoverboard.
No,
It
The-
has
it's like
wheels.
Balancing
it's a Segway
things.
without. Yeah, it's a Segway without the
Yeah.
stick sticking up.
Yeah.
It's
Marty-
like douche. It's like the douchebag mobile.
I saw a 6-second clip of one of those on fire today, and I don't know. It felt so good to watch that 6-second clip. Just like, yes, burn.
I'm glad we're on the subject because vloggers are usually the people who use that, right?
Yeah. I don't know what that trend is about.
What's with vloggers also have a trend now to fucking leave their camera in a specific spot, walk away from their camera, and then do a shot of them walking past their camera to do a scene. I don't know if anyone has seen this. Fuzz, have you seen this?
I
Are
haven't
you asking me if I noticed the blocking happening in fucking vlogging videos by teenagers?
I haven't
No.
seen this, but what I want to do is when someone does that, go and steal their camera.
You can absolutely. They just walk away and they walk so far, and they're like, "Okay,
I
it's
will
time to do a
even
cool
pick up-
shot now."
I will even pick up the camera and say, "Hey, I got a free camera," and I will put that on Facebook. I will get a Facebook just to do that.
I'll find the video that I'm talking about, and I'll show it to you, Fuzz.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
You'll.
I don't know what we've been talking about for the last fucking
do you know the
27
YouTuber
minutes.
We
Cassie
could have talked
Knight-
about robo horses, but no.
Amber,
Fuck
do you know
robo
the
horses.
YouTuber Cassie Neistat? Everyone fucking watches him right now.
No. I have no idea who that is.
Oh yeah, I know.
I like how.
I
he
don't know
just
why
said
people are wasting their time
fucking-
on that when they could be watching Why Did Ask For.
every 12-year-old watches it. I just know about it.
I like how he said everybody watches it, and
I'm
two people
sorry.
were like, "No, we have no idea."
Go to like 35 seconds, and that's what I'm talking about.
This is the worst.
You
Just
know
go to
who's
35
this guy?
seconds.
You know
And this
who's
is
amazing
old.
is Michaela Maroney.
Okay.
She's amazing. Wikipedia told me she made the president do a funny face after she won Olympic medals.
Dude,
Huh.
this dude's face looks like a used condom.
Yes, the president does look like
I
a used
know,
condom.
but I'm just
You
using
know-
it.
no, you
'cause
know who
she's the
this guy
reason
looks
why
like?
Everyone does it.
This
You know who the guy looks like? Geddy Lee.
I don't know who that is.
He's the lead singer from Rush.
Okay.
Oh,
But yeah, I'm
fuck
just
you,
saying,
you
this is a
fucking
trend
young
bloggers have
people.
been doing. Fucking leaving their cameras, turning it on, walking away from it, and they're like, and then
Well, he didn't walk away.
Wait,
He was like 2
wait.
feet.
God
There's
damn
more.
it, that's my
Wait.
brother.
The shot of him at 40 seconds, he looks like fucking Spicoli.
Oh man,
I know that reference, but only because my fucking teacher kept on talking about it in high school. We're too young to know that reference, Dan.
No,
No.
we are
Fast Times
not.
at Ridgemont High, man.
We
That
are
movie came out
not.
in 1982.
So?
You are.
That's before I was born. I've still seen it.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, but not by much.
I am agreeing with a Canadian here.
Fucking Cheers started in 1982, and I'm watching that.
You guys are dating the fuck out of this podcast.
I love Cheers.
Cheers is awesome.
we went from
It's on Netflix,
17
man.
to 65. We're dated now.
What?
Do you
What's
guys
I
remember
mean-
the Great Depression?
I mean, you have to remember that we do have 10 episodes under a different name. So,
So you
technically,
guys-
we're on episode 27.
You guys have more episodes than Jackass Express.
No, not
Does it
yet.
mean anything?
In my theory about the pantheon of Greek gods and sub-successful podcasts, it means everything.
Oh, man.
God. Did you guys have Go-Gurt growing up?
Gogurt? No.
Chef de
because we
Go-Gurt.
were grown.
We knew how to use
Go-
a spoon.
Listen,
You know how
Go-Gurt
to
is for
milk
kids
the cow
on the go.
and make your own yogurt. We're only simple folk who
It's
can.
back before the
only eat
machines
Go-Gurt.
came around to make the Go-Gurt for you.
Look, believe it or not, we spent 90% of our lives outside.
Yes.
So we had time. We're like, we've been playing outside for 6 hours. We will sit
All-
down for 6
Absolutely
seconds and
not.
eat
See,
a yogurt.
That's where Go-Gurt would have come in handy. You
Fuck
could have,
Go-Gurt.
while you were
Imagine-
playing, had the
All I
Go-Gurt in your
imagine
hand.
is 6 hours of Dan milking a cow to make his own yogurt.
Nah.
With Tim milking a fucking hemp cow.
He's like wearing overalls. He's at a farm. And he's like,
You know
been
what's
working on
what's
my
great about this
yogurt.
whole what's great about this whole thing is Why Did Ask For will now be forever known as 31-year-olds arguing with 21-year-olds about yogurt.
It's true.
Yeah? Yeah.
Yogurt's,
We can make it a
Go-Gurt's really
segment.
good, guys. It's good.
I mean, this is better.
It's
than
still
Fox
yogurt.
News.
It's just in a fucking tube.
That's the thing. The whole
No, no,
purpose of Go-Gurt, Dan, is so that you can be a cool kid on the go and still have a healthy, refreshing snack.
Why
Stop
is
being
every-
a slave to corporate logos.
It's like that Greek yogurt thing. I don't know what the difference between
Not
regular
all of us
yogurt.
can afford a cow, Dan. some of us can only afford the tubes. I mean, that was the only way to be cool.
Only Texans and Canadians can have cows.
Oh my god.
Maybe
So
for
I'm just
Christmas
left
you could
out.
buy me a baby cow. Buy
Fun
me
fact,
a cow.
I never owned a cow.
Or so you say.
I never owned a cow.
I mean, you're not going to
I'm
mention
I'm not
that to
saying
us now.
I'm not saying people in my family did not own livestock, but I never owned a cow.
Listen, guys, I'm
I
not saying
grew
that
up
I
on my
owned the
grandparents'
farm that I grew
farm.
up on.
I grew up
wanna
playing on my grandparents' farm, but they never had animals.
I really want to see a picture of like Dan with a baby calf called like Betsy, and they're like wearing ugly Christmas sweaters, and it's like just Christmas with Bessie.
Doesn't
So,
exist.
And then he
every
turns
year-
14 and his grandpa's like, Dan, I'm getting hungry. Take out old Betsy.
Every year, my mom buys a calf in January, and around this time, like after a year, they slaughter it, and she sends all of us beef, and she names it after my uncle.
Ooh,
Every year,
that's kind of messed up.
Every year.
yeah.
That is
Because
kind of
of-
messed up.
I don't think my uncle has figured out yet that my mom is killing him symbolically every year, but
Oh gosh.
Bruce
See, Tim,
Johnson
that's
doesn't
something even I didn't know that your mom did.
what? I haven't bought beef ever in my whole life.
Wow.
I have no idea how much
Does
it
that
costs
beef
to
last you for a whole year?
Have you ever needed to buy yogurt in your life? Because it sounds like you got that covered too.
Well, they do
God
have
damn
that
it.
goat at their work site.
That's
Oh, it's
His
even better.
name-
goat yogurt.
His
That
name is
sounds-
El Diablo.
Can
Goat-
you
Would
milk?
that be called goat girt?
Yogurt,
Aw,
exactly.
Dan.
Oh, I see. What
Love it.
nice.
Well
I
done.
did that just for Pat.
Thank
Today's
you,
Why
Dan.
Did Ask For podcast brought to you by
Goat
Go-Gurt.
girt.
The
It's the
Actu-
yogurt for cool kids on the go.
goat
Actually,
girt.
I haven't
Take
bought
a chance.
food ever in my life.
I like that. Jesse, we need that.
Especially because I still have the image of the picture of the goat that Tip sent us last time he was on.
Yes.
I still know what that goat looks like. It looks nothing like a goat,
That
But,
goat was
you know.
super fat. I bet he has a ton of yogurt in
right?
him.
Maybe.
I feed that goat every day. Speaking of feeding animals, I have a dog.
You do have
Yes, we know.
Your dog is the reason why Pat bailed on us last time.
Yes.
Mhm.
Actually, I like to think the reason Pat bailed on you last time is because I was in El Paso.
No,
Mhm,
it was the
mhm.
dog.
He actually
It was the
he
dog.
actually
He
bailed just
admitted
for
it.
your dog. Yeah.
He
I-
literally
Well-
said it's for the dog.
Guys,
I-
please.
I know
Sorry.
that, but I have delusions. I
I
have
know.
delusions of friendship in my life.
Oh, Tip, no, no, you misunderstand. Look, I wanted to see you just as much as I wanted to see the dog. I just kind of wanted to see the dog a little bit more. Tip, that's not that
Pat
big a
likes
deal.
to pretend that Tip is the
And-
crazy one, but Pat is shady on the down low, guys.
And I wanted to see.
No.
I wanted to see Pat's wife more than I wanted to see Pat.
Patrick
So
Nice
it
or
works
out.
Patrick Meany.
Uh-oh.
He means in a friendship way, I'm assuming.
Mostly.
Mostly.
Sure.
really glad
This is
you're
how
here
it
to talk right now.
starts on the Why Did
Sure,
Ask
why
For
not?
podcast. The next day, Pat was sent goat meat named after him.
Okay, I have a serious question for Why Did Ask For.
No such
Okay.
thing.
Should I vote for Melissa or Natalie on sexyandfunny.com battle?
I don't want any part of whatever.
I'm going to
weird,
have to
creepy
say
thing this
Melissa or whatever,
I'm-
not Natalie,
I'm gonna
because my
go-
sister's name is Natalie, so no.
I'm gonna go
Also-
with Natalie because Dan's sister's called Natalie.
You're an ass. I fucking knew that. I knew it.
What Natalie?
So-
Also, the name of that person from that stream in Austin where you waxed Terry's leg.
Oh, yeah, shout out to Natalie.
Yeah.
is. Fuck Natalie.
What was
Bon-
it? Natalie
Bonnie
Taylor?
or Tilly? Bonnie or Tilly?
Have
What
to go
is
with
this?
Tilly.
Are we really gonna let him vote for like a porn star or whatever on our podcast?
Well,
Are we gonna let this happen?
in elementary school, Tip, remember the nurse's name was Nurse Tilly?
Which is why I voted for Bonnie.
Ugh, it's my mother-in-law's name. Ooh.
She was a nice
So-
lady, by the way.
I'll vote
So
for
really,
Bonnie
that was a
because
no-
Dan's-
Okay.
That was a no-win situation. for me.
God damn it, Shua. Sometimes I wonder why I ask you here, and then you make me
Because-
laugh.
See, all
'Cause
I need to do
reasons.
is talk about Dan's family. And, I,
Yeah. Yeah.
and about
that's
how
true.
hot they are.
Are they?
And there you go.
No,
I don't
not
know.
really.
Their
Well, I mean,
personalities.
you're kind of partial to my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
want to know what's going on right now.
No,
It's
it's,
okay.
it's totally
You
safe.
really don't.
You're in a
It's-
safe place, Tip. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Let your guard down. Give me the dog.
Actually, that sounded very creepy. But Toby stayed with my parents because my parents didn't believe I could take care of him.
Aw.
That leads
What?
me in. That,
Wait,
So you
that-
got a dog and then immediately dumped it on your parents?
No, I didn't dump him on my parents. My parents told me I wasn't responsible enough to own a dog.
Did you say you were 31 or 13?
I was just gonna say
Now,
that.
wait a minute. I have to be very frank here because that dog
But
is
you're
very
Pat.
well. No, thank you, Dan. That dog is very stealable. Like I would steal that dog because it's a very cute dog. And I
Okay.
can see where
Well-
Tip's parents saw the dog. Were like, "Oh yeah, you're no, this isn't good for you. We should keep the dog here." So I
They-
don't
they
think that they
told
don't
me-
think you're responsible. I think they just wanted the dog.
No, they told me it was because he needed to be potty trained, and I
See.
was going to keep making excuses on why I couldn't pay the $200 pet deposit. And they were right about that $200 pet deposit because I'm a greedy bastard.
Didn't you just say
Aren't
you
we
had
all?
disposable income?
Yes, but I have disposable income because I don't like to spend it.
He
And
has
he-
disposable income, but he also has shitty priorities.
And he also said he's greedy. So I mean,
It's kind of like
Tip,
my
please.
bank account. My bank account, $10,000 is my zero, so I freak out when I get close to it.
Man,
he exaggerates. I
if
assure you.
only.
You think?
I'm in the oil business, Pat.
I know.
But
Hey,
where
I
I'm
wish
going,
I didn't have any morals.
where all this is, where all this is going in a roundabout way is my parents don't think I can take care of a dog, but my cousin thinks I can take care of his son.
Oh, that's
Well-
right. You had mentioned that.
Yes,
How old is the kid?
a year. His name is
Oh, that's
Luke.
not bad.
I call him laid back Luke. I hope he'll sleep the whole time I'm taking care of him.
A little bit of
Yeah.
NyQuil in the Coke.
At 1, that's not that bad. I mean, they're usually eating solid food and shit like that, right? By then, my kids were anyway.
I don't know.
I don't know. My kids were on solid food by 1, so like once you hit the 1 year mark, it's like, oh, feeding them simple. My kids both walked before they were 1, also. So
Well,
that was
I'm pretty
fantastic.
sure I won't have to breastfeed this kid. One, because I don't have breast.
he just reminded me of Family Guy.
Just give him some hemp milk. He'll be totally fine.
If I give him some hemp, it won't be.
No,
in the
actually,
wrong
please,
form.
Tip, don't give him hemp milk
Give him
Or-
the go-kart.
or Jameson. Oh yeah, give him some Go-Gurt.
Jameson,
Go-gurt.
kids, you put whiskey on their gums when they're teething, right?
No.
No, you don't do that.
Probably not a good idea.
They
so
used to in
yes.
the 50s.
Well,
We're
my,
dating ourselves as a kid.
It's
Well, I'm
actually
not
better
from the
for you to just
50s.
get like a little rag and put it in the fridge and let them let the
Mhm.
cold touch their gums because that helps out just as much as that stupid baby Orajel.
Mm-hmm.
Lies the baby Orajel.
You know what's awesome? I don't know if they have them in the States, but we have Orajel swabs.
Ooh.
They're like a Q-tip,
Uh-huh.
no, because in America,
and you just break it open,
we're tough.
and then the Orajel comes into the tip of the Q-tip, so you can get it exactly where it needs to go.
Oh, Tip,
You
there you
know-
go. Orajel
You know
keeps
what I
awesome.
like about this whole story is you guys said my name 7 times.
Oh my god.
See, he's exposing.
No, we were talking
My
about
friend
your
is a-
cousin, not Tip. We were talking about Q-tip.
My name is still in there.
But only now he thinks he
That's
makes
all that matters.
gadgets for James
That should
Bond.
be your DJ name.
Yeah,
What, Q-tip?
DJ
Yeah.
Q-tip.
I believe he is a rapper of some sort.
DJ Q-Tip.
That can't be true, is it?
I believe it is.
He
To
is.
the
He's
Googles.
right.
Oh, I'll
Because
be.
I
Oh
listen,
God damn it!
Tip, that's
Kamal
you
Ibn
now.
John Farid.
and I am definitely not a Camille bin Jean Farid.
You pronounced
IBN is-
You did not do that correctly at all.
What? Kamal bin Jean Farid?
That second
It's
word
not
is
been.
IBN, so it's not bin.
IBN
Great
is
computers.
bin. IBN is bin. I swear to you, IBN is bin.
That doesn't sound right.
No.
Look it up.
Apparently, he was popular in the 90s.
I think you can take his name now. I think you can carry on the mantle.
I think
Yeah.
he
I wonder how he
stole
gets away
my-
with that though, because Q-tip is a name brand.
I didn't know the fucker was 45 years old. Can I say
Yeah, that's
that
not
word?
how you pronounce it.
Can I say the F word on Why Did Ask For?
Yeah.
What? That depends on the F word.
Oh yeah. No,
Um,
trust me. There's only one that he uses. The other one's
Okay.
not an issue.
Yeah.
But what is everybody's DJ name then? If
Oh, Fogelhorn. Are you offended, Fuzz?
What was that?
What the hell just happened?
You son of a bitch.
What is this? What is Fuzz's DJ name?
I heard Fogelhorn.
Shuda is making a joke at my expense.
Wait, I want to know what this was and what the origin of this name was.
The joke was supposed to be, he said the F word, so I said, oh, Fogelhorn, and I didn't realize you guys asked a DJ name. So DJ Fogelhorn it is.
Nice.
Jesus Christ.
I like that.
I didn't even mean that to be an insult, was that was just supposed to be a counter to the F word joke.
You already said an insult to go with it, you fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Foggle.
So DJ names was a good idea, right?
I think that's a good thing.
DJ Fogelhorn.
I would love the idea, like,
that.
everyone put your hands together for DJ Fogelhorn! And then you just see a horn. And like Fuzz raises from the stage.
Jesus Christ.
And it's all it is
He
like
has a
she's
Daft
behind
Punk
a
helmet
lighthouse.
on.
What if
That'd be
it's
great.
like and then I could be your sidekick with like a pink bicycle helmet dancing around.
You do
You
not
could
get to be.
Okay,
she-
well, there's
she's- wait,
there's,
wait, wait, wait,
Shua's
wait,
DJ name,
wait.
Pink
If Fu-
bicycle helmet.
So
Wait,
according
if
to
Fuzz is
pronunciation-
Fogelhorn, then Shua would be Legelhorn.
Okay.
Stop.
Now that we've gotten that, according to pronouncednames.com, IBN is pronounced Eben.
That's what I said.
I didn't listen to you because
Wow.
You don't listen to anybody.
Oh,
no,
He's a rebel
I don't. That's why
without a
I'm
cause.
so successful.
Yeah.
but they took your dog.
Yes,
They took
my-
Durk, Durk.
okay. I will admit that my parents don't trust me with a dog, but I'm pretty fucking successful.
It's true. Damn it all.
You should show them the progress you've made on the goat.
Look, Ma, I feed the goat every day.
It's just a picture of his plate with A1 sauce next to it.
I would have to tell my mom I feed the goat every day, and when she asks me who reminds me, I'd have to tell her my boss.
She'd probably say, "What do you
So-
feed the goat to?"
You don't have to tell her.
I can't lie to my mom.
Sure, you can.
No.
You're just not trying hard enough.
If he does, she's gonna chop him up and send him to every member of the
Send
family.
it to his
Name
uncle.
the goat
True.
after
my
him and send
mom
it to us.
will. My mom will cross her arms and say, "I don't know why you lie to me. I was in labor with you for 3 days." And then I'll feel
Now stop lying and go to the slaughterhouse.
Wow. Your mom's cruel.
My mom is the nicest lady in the world.
She is.
I broke my mom's tailbone
oh,
whilst being born, and she only ever brought that up once.
Every time I piss my mom off, it's something I did.
Really?
Yeah, from when I was like 2 years old and I couldn't remember.
Hey, did I ever
when
tell you guys that I punched my mom out once?
what? By accident, or like was there issues?
It was.
Yeah, I was trying to think. You're not
sort of-
Canadian. I'm not sure what's going on here.
Yeah.
Was it a hockey
It was
game?
It was accidental, but it wasn't on my behalf.
She was the goalie for the Canadians,
So-
and you went-
No.
That's what it was.
No. So, before I tell this one, let me jump back a little bit. About 2 weeks before that actually happened, we're sitting, me and my mom and dad, we're sitting at the table and we're playing poker.
Wait.
And
Let's back up a little bit more. Did you just say
Okay.
mum, M-U-M?
Yes, Tip.
Yeah,
he's Canadian.
I say
Let's
mum
move
too.
on.
I say mum too. Don't. It's
Yeah?
okay, Dan.
It's
I
okay.
say the same thing.
Anyway, so I was like at the head of the table, and my mom was to my left, and my dad was to my right. And we were playing poker, and I was like, hit me. And then my dad flinched, so I leaned out of the way to my left, and my mom was apparently swinging as well, and she decked me.
Oh.
And I was like, oh man, that really hurt. And then as a joke, I was like, I'll get you back one of these days. Never
And
intending to
then
actually hit her, right?
Your mom,
Fast-
not thinking you'd ever actually hit her, was walking down the street, and you're like, you know what, bitch? Bam!
No, that makes for a better story.
As a
but,
gang, has a bunch of baseball bats. Like, who got you now, mom?
yeah, no, that makes for a better story than what actually happened. But so fast forward 2 weeks, we're in the basement. Me and my dad are kind of pushing each other back and forth. Mom was down there doing, I don't know, laundry or something. And I put up my fist like, come on, old man, let's go. And we start like dancing around like boxers. And I went to swing at him, and he grabbed my mom and put her in front of him. And I hit her directly in the jaw.
Oh,
let me
shoot.
Let me tell you,
I
have never felt worse in my entire life
think so.
than I did at that specific moment, because I watched her eyes roll back as she collapsed to the floor.
I've got 2, maybe 3 questions that come from this.
Okay.
1, I know you're Canadian. Are you guys French Canadian, and that's why your dad hid behind your mom?
By definition, we are not French Canadian.
So you're not French Canadian. So there's no reason why your dad should have hid behind your mom.
No. Well, it wasn't like he hid behind her. I think it was more he didn't think I was actually swinging.
So the way I understood this question is...
Tread lightly.
Your dad threw your mom in front of him in order to take the blow.
Wow, do you work for Fox News?
I could after this.
Yeah, you could. You just fucking spin a good story.
Now
he's being dramatic for the sake of dramatic. That's all.
I know.
My second question. My second question is.
I thought that was your second question.
Okay, that's why I said 2, maybe 3. So maybe we're on the third.
Or part 2 of question 2.
Go on.
Today I learned Tip can't count.
Part B of question 2.
Are you sure Canadians are nice? Because
Like 10 or 12.
I've never thought I'm going to hit my mom.
Have you watched a hockey game, though? Have you seen what happens when they
true.
lose hockey games? They destroy cities. Not Dan specifically.
No,
and I'm not generally saying this as a whole thing.
I could tell another story about my lovely country.
I have another question.
It refers to women in hockey, but go ahead, ask your question first.
Who is in more trouble, you or your dad?
My dad.
Oh, okay.
My mom played it up for a while afterwards, like, I can't believe you beat the shit out of me. But it was like all in good fun. But like every time she would say that, she would shoot my dad like the fucking meanest glare ever.
Okay, that leads into a new question.
Oh,
Are you
boy.
the firstborn or only son?
No, I'm the only son, but I have an older sister.
That doesn't matter. You're the son, so you're God.
Yeah.
This is true.
Ah,
No, it's very true. I get what he's saying.
I can say this because I'm the firstborn son. Pat has no idea because he's the thirdborn son.
Oh, poor Pat.
giving away my status here. Okay.
So, to denounce the whole Canadian hockey players and all that shit,
And
we're also such nice people. I used to play hockey with a girl.
Nice.
There's actually 3 girls that were...
I used to play hockey with a girl, if that's a euphemism for something that's not hockey.
No.
Soccer.
No. Legitimately, there was 3 different girls that would, depending on which year it was, I would be on a team with. Anyway,
Yes,
one girl...
That's exactly my story, too.
The one girl, she liked to fight.
Yes.
But the problem is...
Her name was Selena.
No, her name was Trisha, actually.
I never played
the
hockey
problem with our
Trisha.
arena is that all the girls, regardless of teams, had the same dressing room.
And they
So
were better than you?
Trisha picked a fight one time, and she won. Whatever, it was a good tilt. And then they sent both the girls off the ice, and then we all went. You realize they're going to the same room, right? So all of our coaches like ran. I'm like, no, let one girl get undressed first, and then let the other one go in or whatever, right? Well,
one girl gets undressed, then you want to send the other one in to kick her ass? I'm
No.
having
Like,
major doubts about Canada's politeness.
it's because you're refusing to actually listen. No, the first girl went in, got undressed, showered, got dressed back up, and then left, and then the next one went in. Anyway,
That's not how the story went in my mind.
they let my
Story went in
teammate...
my mind.
Yeah, I don't
went-
care how it went in your mind. I'm telling a fucking story. Shut up.
And I'm telling you how Americans and
You
Fox
gotta goddamn
News,
well wait until I'm fucking done before you open your yap.
Oh.
And then
Now.
Tip,
Okay.
wait. I want to hear the story.
Now.
I want to hear the story of the girl
Dan, I
that Dan
have another
punched.
question.
They let my teammate go in first,
Okay.
which was a stupid idea because she proceeded to go through the other girl's belongings, find her perfume, and piss in it.
What?
Oh God.
Okay, now I didn't want to know that story. What the hell?
Okay, so
You
this
fought
is
for this, Ben.
So
This
we're
is-
not
I tried so
all
hard.
nice. We're not all nice people. Is where I'm
so
going
this
with
is
that.
how Tip heard that entire story.
Yeah. Okay.
First girl goes into the dressing room
Yeah.
to undress so she can give second girl a golden shower. And Dan is laughing
Oh, boy.
because that is exactly what happened.
Well, I mean, technicalities aside.
No, neither of them were lookers. So I
It
mean,
doesn't
nobody
matter
wants to
if
see
any of
that.
them were lookers or not.
She
The
was. Is
fact
this?
is girl A pissed in girl B's perfume.
Yeah.
So girl B got a de facto golden shower by squirting perfume all over herself.
I don't know that it actually got that far because I remember her coming into the locker room,
You
like to our
remember
locker
her
room, and
coming
saying
now.
something about it.
You remember
And
her
then-
coming.
My dad, who was like part of the coaching staff on our team, like immediately ran down and was like, "Hey, don't let her put perfume on."
My dad, here's the difference between an American dad and a
Bless you.
Canadian dad. My dad would have ran down there and videotaped the bitch squirting herself with the piss.
Yeah, well, like I said, not all of us are nice, but some of us are.
Can I throw something out there?
Yes, you had a
Yes.
question.
Please.
As a girl,
Mhm.
how did that work?
I
Perfume
don't know.
bottles,
I
very
thought about
small.
asking. Yeah, I thought about asking, and then I went, you know what? I don't want to know because she probably went on herself as well.
She probably had like maybe she had like a funnel of some kind.
She probably peed all over her hand.
Probably.
It's possible.
I will send you guys a link
No,
for
I don't
something
want it.
that. For
Oh no, we've seen that. Is it what is it called, the shiwi or something like that?
Yeah, the shiwi,
Yeah.
and you just kind of push it up to your lady part,
oh my
boy.
god.
and the
Tip.
pee
No.
will go.
No.
Yeah, I've seen him. I know what he's talking about. It's a
Different
real thing.
discussion.
You can buy them for 99 cents on eBay or
Ah.
$9.99 at Target.
No, thank you.
Basically, it allows women to use urinals.
That
And
why?
on
I don't
eBay, there's a little fire symbol, kind of like Tinder,
Oh boy,
and it says "almost gone."
how often, Tip, do you use Tinder?
I've never actually used Tinder because I can just go to the bar and say, "Hey," and usually I get slapped.
Just like that?
Oh
Hey.
my god.
And she's
that's
yours.
Tinder. That's Tinder for you anyway.
That's
Yeah.
not
That's true, yeah.
Yes, and it would surprise everybody to know that I am ultra religious.
It would surprise me.
Oh,
Ah.
are you like Buddhist? Maybe communist? That's not a religion, but you know.
Oh,
I-
She
boy.
was subtly
I'm
trying to
actually-
ask, "What's wrong with you?"
I'm actually Catholic, so every time I do
Ooh,
something wrong,
fellow
every time,
Catholic.
every time I do something wrong, I just go, "Hey God, I fucked up." And God says, "That's okay. Just do 10 Hail Marys." And I
Are
say
those
them,
his
and-
exact words?
Not how
Yes.
it works. Not how it
Yes,
works.
because me
Tip,
and God
please.
are tight.
When
Pope's gonna be in
fun-
Pope's gonna be in Juarez. Pope's
That's
gonna be in
funny.
Juarez.
Some
My
of this
grandparents.
podcast isn't going to make sense because I'm just going to completely cut out Tip's audio.
Before we move on,
Not even
to
putting it
anything
in.
else.
I want to stick on. I want to stick it with religion,
No,
my grandparents are
Shua,
super
no.
religious.
Don't.
right?
Shua, please.
And usually in the summer, I stay with them to do some work because I get more money in Cape Breton for school.
Are
Good
your
reason to
parents
do
that.
Amish? Are your parents Amish?
No. Super Catholic. My parents are. My grandparents are. And so the room they
Wait. Your
gave me-
parents are Catholic and your grandparents
Would you
are Amish?
let him talk?
So anyway, super Catholic. So the room they give me, I always wake up with a statue of Jesus looking at me. And sometimes I forget, and I scare myself.
Is it?
We've got to
Is the
stop
statue
there.
always there?
We've
Always
gotta
there.
stop-
No,
we've gotta-
they also have They also have
No, because
a
I'm getting this image in my head of Jesus shaming you, just like
Imagine a
looking at you,
dresser.
going,
Yeah.
"Oh man, this is
There's
too much."
also there's also a 4-foot statue, and this is a big statue of Joseph, and
Mhm.
it's at the top of the stairs, and I always walk by it running away, like, no, don't get me, because I'm
So
terrified
Jesus- I
would
to grab
too.
out.
No,
Jesus
don't get
and
me.
Jesus and his stepfather are shaming you because you
Stepfather.
forget they're in the room.
That's the Catholic way.
It's Catholic way.
Now, are you saying
More
like
statues.
with the when it comes to the
There's
Jesus statue?
4.
Are you saying like if you turn it away from you and then go to
I
sleep
just-
and then you wake up and it's looking at you again?
Well,
No,
I've
it's
seen
not.
it.
Doc,
You turn
it's
it
not a
away.
crying angel.
I've been too afraid to turn it away just in case that happens.
It's
Wait,
not
you
Doctor
want,
Who.
you want Jesus to watch you?
I'm
Oh
fine
my
with it.
gosh.
He watches all of us. I mean, he knows.
He knows. Yeah, he's
Absolve
gonna
me of
know
my
anyway.
sins, Jesus.
I mean,
Jesus-
Knows when you're awake.
he
Can we
knows
go back
what
to area
porn I
code?
watch. He watches.
Yeah, I think
Jesus
we're really going
is-
to piss some people off if we continue down this road. So we
Jesus
probably
isn't Santa
shouldn't do that.
Claus. Jesus isn't Santa
Oh,
Claus.
before Tip, I need to ask you a question. Tip, very important question.
Yes.
Okay, last week we had the podcast. We were talking about weird things that had happened to us regarding bathrooms. Okay.
Oh.
And
God.
there was that one incident where in the ROTC bathroom somebody had written something on a door. Do you remember that?
Yes, it's when Tina Crow professed her love for Julian.
Oh,
It
We-
was
we
not.
finally know
It
the
was
name.
not. It was not her, and you
Oh.
do not know it was her, and that's not fair labeling.
I'm
Tina.
fairly certain.
You have no
That-
evidence. You have no
Sitting in a
evidence.
Tree. K-I-S-S fucking.
I don't think his
that's
wife's going to like that.
Here's my theory.
not how you spell that,
Tip.
Chua.
My theory is that 17-year-old, 16-year-old Pat snuck into the girls' bathroom, wrote that down, and then waited for that exchange to happen.
That
No.
is that would almost be a workable theory, except Pat was scared shitless.
We also concluded that
I
it was
told
a
you.
fat old man who wrote it.
yeah, that's right.
No.
Sergeant Major wrote that he loves Julian.
No.
This is my rifle.
God.
There are many like it, but this one is mine.
That's the guy who wrote "I love Patrick nicely."
No.
No
Look,
one
I don't know who
anything
wrote it.
about loving Patrick.
You see,
Nobody loves
my-
Patrick.
Guys,
The
please.
equivalent-
Patrick's
my
family
Jesus.
tried to push him down the stadium.
the equivalent of the
What?
Jesus statue
No.
is the equivalent of the fat old man watching over Pat.
Mhm.
Oh my
Pat tries to
god.
turn his. Pat tries
A
to turn
fat
him around.
old man watched Pat.
No,
I'm
we're
sorry,
referencing
Pat. I had
the
no
crazy
idea.
guy
Fat
from Full
old
Metal
man come
Jacket.
from? It's Uncle Bill. Is Uncle Bill?
Uncle Bill watched you, dude.
I don't think Uncle
I
Bill
thought
went
Uncle Bill
to
was
our
the cow.
school. I don't think he was there.
So if you go on Google and you know how if Chrome's your
Buzz, you telling me
browser,
Uncle Bill's a furry?
Oh no.
What are you telling me?
I love the tangents that we go on and how quickly they turn to things that have absolutely nothing to do.
I'm gonna
It all
have
ends
to.
up with Pat's family.
Pushing me down
Oddly
the stadium.
enough, I was slightly worried. I thought I don't have anything to talk about today. So this-
Oh man, oh man.
This is what happens
Wow.
when we don't have anything to talk about. This is exactly
That's
why we
true.
need things to talk about.
yeah.
No, this is exactly why we don't.
This is why we
This is
need Jesse
why-
back. Jesse.
This
Yeah.
is why
Help.
why did ask for and the Jackass Express need to combine into one to become the Christianity of podcasts.
Oh
Oh
god.
God, no.
Can we,
No,
can
no.
we just call it religion? Religion, the podcast.
That
We're
is a name.
respectful.
That is a name that works for me. Religion, the podcast.
Can I
And
just
everyone-
Oh God.
What's up, Fuzz?
Yes, that's
Slightly
what people
unrelated.
call me.
Mhm.
slightly unrelated? Pat is most distressed when Tip is on the podcast.
It's true.
It's true.
Like you can hear it.
It's very true.
It is.
That-
It is true. And
You know,
here's the thing. I know this because I've known Pat for 20 years. He doesn't know what I'm gonna fucking say.
I'll tell you
You
this
should
right now,
say-
guys. I'll tell you this right now. He's holding back. For the record, he
Yeah,
is
you
holding
should
way
say
Sure he
the hell
is.
back.
There's
That's
a
you should
reason
say
why
some
Pat's my
embarrassing
only
stories.
that's not true. You
There's-
got several
There's a reason why Pat's my only friend.
No, Tim, please. There's several. We have several
That's
friends.
the only man in the world that could ever love
There's
me.
there's Uncle Bill and there's the guy who wrote the thing in the bathroom. I guess
And there's the
No.
cow sitting in your freezer.
The guy who threw me down the stairs, I guess.
Don't forget the goat.
Oh,
You can
El
always make some
Diablo.
Neopets.
Here
No, Fuzz.
Oh, I almost made it.
Here are my friends: Patrick, Dan Dubstep, Fuzz, and I gotta put on Zencaster so I can know your name.
Oh boy.
Oh fuck, we're done. Okay, there are only 4 people on Zencaster, so that means one person's audio did not get recorded.
This is why we do
Fuzz,
backups, Tip.
Dan, Tip, Pat. It's Shua.
Shua is my friend.
Yeah, Shua dropped
Oh, you
in the
forgot
beginning.
Shua's name. You forgot your friend's name.
Wow.
I forget.
You're such
I
an
forget
asshole,
a lot of
Tip.
people's name. Yes,
Such
I am
an
an
ass.
asshole.
How about your friend Jameson?
All right, well, guys, we are at time.
Thank God.
So if we're gonna go, we're gonna do some final
Thank
thoughts
God,
real quick,
thank God.
and then we're gonna wrap this thing up.
Fuzz, you say your final thoughts.
Merry Christmas.
Yay, Merry Christmas.
We're not there yet. We're gonna have a podcast that comes out Christmas Eve.
Happy Hanukkah. It's actually Hanukkah right now, right?
That's true. It's the third night, I think. Pretty sure today's the third night.
L'chaim.
By the time this goes out, I think it'll be that should be the 5th night.
Nice.
By the way, happy Hanukkah. This has been a very crazy and adventurous podcast, to say the least.
Remember, buy your own cow, make some yogurt, have a good time. But in all seriousness, watch Recess.
That's true. Yeah, we have episode 2 of Recess
It's
up on
now-
the YouTube channel.
Recess,
go check that out.
like the ABC television show about cartoons.
Yes, but
That
we're
too.
it's right now super successful.
It's true.
It's actually not doing too bad.
Episode
It's-
1 hit 100 views at least, right?
It's now at 140.
Nice.
And the
Very
second
nice. So episode 2
at a
is up.
strong 70. So come on,
Wow.
guys. Yeah,
I like it.
So
people love screaming idiots. That's what I learned.
Shout out to
It's
our
true.
fans in the Philippines.
Yeah, the Philippines.
We love you.
There's like 7 Philippines watching
Hey,
Recess because that's
hey,
how they
it's
learn
true.
English.
How the
Fans.
fuck does Chase get in on everything I do? That fucking Filipino.
He's not the only person in the Philippines. He's not even in the Philippines. He's in Taiwan.
It's close enough.
Oh
Please.
shit, I'm gonna have to cut that. All right, guys. So
Wait,
thank you for joining me.
wait. I have
we didn't
another
do-
idea.
We didn't
Hey.
do final thoughts for everybody.
Well, no, I
that's
don't go
good.
down a
Hey.
fucking list like that.
You do though. Sometimes.
Guys, what did we learn today?
DJ
We learned, hang
Foghorn.
on, I got
forever.
something. Our
Okay,
fans
go ahead, Fuzz.
in the Philippines, call me. You guys have like Tip's phone number. It's in here somewhere. Give him a call and say, "Hey, we want to talk to that Fuzz chick," and he will go down
know
to
what?
the proper channels.
Not only that, give
So-
Tip a little love. You know, give him a little sexting. He'll love it, guy or girl.
No.
or
I-
Don't listen
I'm-
to any
he's
of
lonely.
this. It's all
His dog
awful.
was taken away.
Awful
Well,
advice.
let's
Send some
just-
naughty pics.
Let's
I know I will.
let's just put
God damn it,
this
you people. God damn it.
in
I consider my
retrospect
final
here.
thoughts are done. I'm done.
Yeah.
Any naughty pics I get will be put on the web and forwarded to Fuzz. I don't know how I'll get them to Fuzz, but we'll get there. And
If I
If they
bought
get
you
to
some
me,
frames,
then you are the chosen one.
and
if
and
I bought you
now-
some frames, Tip, would you hang them up?
yes,
If
will.
I bought you some nice frames, well, that's gonna happen.
Thank you. You will get a Jameson shot glass that came with my bottle of whiskey.
And it comes full circle.
If you want
there we go.
your dick on Tip's wall, you know, text him.
Okay.
That's all you need
I think
to do.
we're good.
All right. That's enough of that shit.
Yes.
All right. So thanks everybody for
Most
joining
success-
us today, and hopefully we
most
made
successful
you ask
episode ever.
yourself, "What the fuck am I doing listening to this shit?"
Why did
You know
end?
what?
It's true.
You know
We're
what,
awful.
Dan? This will be the episode that makes you a superstar.